Okay. If this is an anti-control warrior, we should lose. It should be about impossible for us to win. We're also going second, which means we're half a card deeper in fatigue, which means we're basically starting with 15 less life than this guy. If it's Dragon Warrior, we got a chance, so we're gonna kind of mulligan for that and hold on to this bash. But our warrior is super greedy. We have very few threats in the warrior build, and a lot of draw, and all of the draw is totally dead, so that makes the mirror very difficult to win, especially when going second. So this might be the first loss. This guy keeps 3 cards, which strongly signals dragon or pirate. Picks up a card as if he were to play it and puts it down. Okay, it's Dragon Warrior. It's better for us, but unfortunately we don't have much action right now. Coining the Acolyte doesn't unlock very much for us either. It unlocks only 2 top decks of the Ghoul. So we can find much better usage of our coin later on. We're probably gonna have to coin this Sylve if we want to win this game. Cycling Acolyte for 1 seems reasonable. We're gonna need to like Sylve Brawl to win. Next turn's probably Bash Shield Slam. Oh wow, slow turn. Ooh, might have to do that. He took a really slow turn and developed this weapon, and the hope for him is that the payoff of the weapon, killing 2 minions, was worth it, but definitely not going to be worth it when we just play a 5-4 that contests both of his minions cleanly and removes his weapon. And we know he doesn't have a 4-drop, which is super important in this instance, right? Because if he has a 4-drop, he can go like Blood Taker, trade 4-drop, but we know there is no 4-drop. So that makes this turn really awkward if he has to use a removal spell to help these minions trade up. So that just further incentivizes it. Oftentimes I'd like to hold the coin for the Sylvanas, but just because of the way that, you know, we've seen his curve pan out with that War Axe coming up there, I feel it is quite reasonable to coin the Harrison.
Fly, Polly.
That's awesome. First mate. And no 4-drop, hopefully. Ah, he held back Korkron last turn. This was already in his hand. He held black to play around Bash Shield Slam. Unfortunate for us. It's so bad. We had the potential to try and go for Slam Ghoul. I'm nervous about this card. He held it off the mulligan and still hasn't played it, so I think it could be a Jones or an Ooze. And I've been debating if I wanted to play this weapon or not, and I think I still do. I think it's still worth it, messing up his turn 6. It scares me though. Because right now he wants to knock me down to exactly 15, and then play his Crusher. And we want him to do this. We're glad if he does it. Because we have the Execute.
I wield the power of black.
Seems good.
Astonishing.
We needed that. That could give us a chance. Second Blackwing, Blood Taker. Kept card from the mulligan. War Axe, of course. How do we beat the Ragna Bros? That's nice. We have a majority of low rolls off of Barnes, so I'd rather play the Infested Torrent, especially with the freeze now. The freeze makes it nice. So 3, 6, 9, 10 coming in at me. We can go up to 15, and then he can rag flip me. I think we're okay.
I have no time for games.
I think if we just brawl here and be reactive, then we lose when he develops a big minion. So I wanna take this risk, but yeah, it is a risk. He could put in a bunch of damage on our face and then, you know, have Grom plus an activator to follow up. We've already seen a Blood Taker though, so some of the chances have gone down of that. And we could steal a taunt, so there's upside. It's a dragon. Yeah, I mean, the last card's a dragon, but he could always top deck reg. It's always something to be afraid of. We got the taunt. And we don't want to play Barnes because we can keep getting and kill ourselves. I like just assembling board pressure, I think. Making sure we have an execute activator available in case shit goes wrong. So, Warwick is gone. Oh good, we have this as well. I was afraid, like, Deathwing is my next fear, right? The execute activator for Deathwing, which at the moment was the Infested Tauren, but we top decked the Ravaging Ghoul. So now Deathwing, it's not a problem, even if he held the X. This gets awkward if we don't gain armor gain. Perfect. I want to start cycling towards our other executes and shield slams so we can deal with the 9/9s. Putting pressure on him is a great way to finish this game. So I like swinging with the War Axe. Makes it so we don't have to live as many turns.
My blade be thirsty. My blade be thirsty.
I don't really want to use execute on that. Yeah. Could have done this in a different order and taken less damage. Lol. Losing focus and reading chat now. Not the best turn.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion. Does this hurt?
Deathwing can kill us. Swung with the weapon. Now we have no activator for execute against Deathwing. I mean, we could still just play Geddon and armor up and take 12 and then execute it the next turn, so it's fine. But maybe should have just held the weapon. Lethal.
This hurt?
Job's done. Well
Another shaman. Second shaman of the run.
victory or death.
Touches 2 cards. Like Shield Slam. Don't like Karen Bloodhoof. Mulligans everything. Slow hand. You get a little bit punished for keeping Barnes. It's so strong on 4 if you have things to go with it. Keeping it without things to go with it is a bit greedy, maybe. Depends how aggressive his opening is, though. And how lucky we are. And evidently, we're pretty lucky. So now the Barnes is going to be super, super good. Because we have Acolyte, Acolyte, Infested Tauren, Sylvanas, Baron, Geddon to hit. We no longer have Karen, but... And we have 5 bad ones and... 5 good ones. It's a straight up 50-50. I'd rather develop
Tonight,
3 mana to try and counteract this. Not the best time to roll Baron Ken. Still makes some F-Bid Voden attack to it. Yeah, we do that first before the trade in case we get Cult Master. If we get Cult Master, we get an additional draw. We've been putting a lot of pressure on, so he hasn't had a lot of time to use a lot of his cards, but these two have been here since the mulligan, so chance of Hex is fairly high at the moment. Lightning Bolt. I don't like playing Justicar into just the Spirit Claws to die, so I think I'll take the risk on Karen. He's got 5 mana, so his play is Hex Totem. If he Hex Totems, Baron Geddon's pretty good. Killing it plays around Geddon pretty good. Plays around Brawl as well. But not play around War Axe though. Correct. Cool. He still has a lot of cards though. Hitting those Drakes and the double Totem Golem starts pretty strong. But having Karen dead is pretty sweet. Didn't get hexed, we get the full value out of the sucker. So that would beg that these 3 cards are not hex, which means he has 2 draws at having hex. And
I have no time for games.
usually gamble. It's in our favor. And if we can get this dead as well, then whenever we play N'Zoth, if any Lightning Storms have been used, we win the game. 50-50. Got him.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Inspire is better. Inspire is worth the risk of damaging myself with the priest one.
There is a lot at stake.
Second one, huh? Geddon sets up the Grom to clear. It's got 3 potential cards in hand that could be Hex. But Hex doesn't matter anymore. Well, it does if we don't find draw, right? We need to still find the... we still need to find the N'Zoth at some point. But whenever we find N'Zoth, we just drop it and win. No taunt totem, please. Ah, healing! God damn it. Okay. GG. Should be enough value for us to win the value game. We've already killed Rag and 1 Thunderbluff Valiant and a Fire Elemental. So now all that's remaining is 2 things from below. Do I ever think of using Revenge? I don't like using Revenge when I stream. I think it loses effectiveness. Because even if people are not sniping, they will know my list has Revenge in it. Because they will look at my stream like previous to the game or whatever. Been watching my stream that day or something and be like, oh yeah, Firebat's running Revenge, and then make sure they play around it, right? So I generally speaking don't like to include it on stream, and then off stream I like to include Revenge. Because if I never play it on stream, then no one plays around it when I'm playing off stream. And it's pretty funny. More lock. If it's hand locked, we probably auto lose.
Your soul shall be mine! Victory or death!
Touches 2 cards. Vested Torrent's too slow, I think. Bash can even be too slow. I'll keep Bash, though. I think we need to keep at least 1 good card. Oof, Nizoth a little bit slow. He keeps 1.
Buying or selling?
Most likely Zoo, because he utilizes the coin here. 6-0 just finished.
Job's done.
5-3.
Why do you call? Why do you call?
Bashing a 2-2 isn't super high priority, so I'd rather develop and force him to have to play not a 3-drop so that he can deny my card draw. If he's not playing a 3-drop, he's going super wide on the board. If he's going super wide on the board, my Brawl accumulates value. But my Brawl accumulates value, I win the game. So we're just gonna play this, try and slow him down, and then Brawl.
You are not the boss of me.
It's a scary card. Going into turn 5 especially. I see. We most likely still don't have a choice but to Brawl. Yeah, everything else we will die. Positive result.
Who dares summon me?
Positive result. Ish. Very positive result. Fits on curve for this next turn into this.
Get it out! Get it out!
Ooh, he could have discarded that. Bummer, dude. And when we get to turn 10, it's just auto win. Is it still Heroic Brawl? Still Heroic Brawl. We're 6-0, so we keep going until we lose 3 times. It's kind of like Arena.
You are not the boss of me.
I don't like the turn he played Doomguard, but his hand was Possessed Villager, Power Overwhelming, Soulfire, Silverware Golem, so he had to play Doomguard. Still have a game though.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
So, board contests, but Knife Juggler shenanigans can punish. Well, we have the Ghoul to finish off. So we'd need like Knife Juggler, Forbidden Ritual for the super punish. Sidonus just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing. Dude, welcome to the Batcave team thing.
Disqualified.
And we bring back too many taunts. Lunix just subscribed to Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the support. Tap last. Succubus. Interesting deck choice.
Do you need a blessing?
It's Draxus. This guy's just looking to try and high roll.
I have no time for games.
I want the minion on there. Alright, 7-0. 5 wins away.